Looking dapper.
Okay, well, I think we're going to get to the game at long last. I could turn on face cam, I guess I could. I haven't set up my green screen, so let me know if you really want it. I could set it up.
Looking dapper.
Hello, Darth. Thank you very much for the subscription. Right. Okay then. Quick question to everyone in chat. I'm gonna do my level best with this game. It is actually, you can go be really chill with it, and I feel like doing that tonight. So I'm going to be doing my level best to be engaging with the chat even more than usual, which is, you know, probably just a normal amount considering how bad I am at it usually. But nevertheless, how many people in chat have seen anything about Surviving Mars? How much do you want me to explain what I'm going to be doing, basically? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Stonewolf, you and Leafin can, and absolutely do, look much better than me. I mean, how can I compete? You have got glasses on whose lenses can probably see on the subatomic level. Let's be honest. You can see much better than I can. You can look at things and see the beauty that is their electrons. I cannot, for I have normal glasses. My glasses aren't about 4 meters thick. It's a sad day. I don't have the neck muscles to be able to hold up such a weight of optical equipment as you two do. I am sad. Thank you very much, Tsunami. And Z-Wolfia. I know. I gotta hit the gym. Gotta get those traps built up so I can wear all of the cybernetic gear that you clearly do, also known as, you know, glasses. Subatomic level is so old school. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Sorry, Leafin. Sorry, I was selling you short. You can actually see the quantum foam, can't you? Yep. You can see the things that photons cannot. Well done. Well played. I don't know how you see them, because photons aren't bouncing off them, but you can see them. You can see the exotic elements of the universe, and you understand the secrets. This is why you're Leafin. Sun name, sorry. I do that every single time, don't I, Sun name? I'm so bad. I'm just so bad at it. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Anyway, right, let's see. You've seen enough, you don't need an explanation. Good. Watched a few vids. I've seen your first episode, and that's it. Watched the first episode. I feel ready to play the game. Okay, so by and large, people are generally okay with it. Okay. Let's see then. Aavak, can I say Drag instead of Darth? Yeah, sure. By all means. So you want me to... for the rest of the class, Drag is the Welsh word for dragon. So Darth Drag is basically Darth Dragon. I imagine quite a large, imposing figure. Obviously cloaked in darker colours. For Drag has seen the truth of the universe and has come back wanting. And it's like, I'm not so sure that the Jedi teachings really were all that much. I kind of want to live. And by live, I mean actually enjoy life. I want to love. I want to hate. I want to be mildly perturbed, etc., etc.
Looking dapper.
Thank you very much, Blue Phoenix Storm. It's been 6 months since the last time I watched a stream. I know, because the last time I had the 3-month anniversary of subscribing on here. Oh, thank you so much. Right, well, given that people know what we're doing with, mostly, I will explain some things. I'm still going to leave mystery on random because I've not played with any of them. So, you know, one is as good as the other to me. As for the Commander Profile mission sponsor, you know what? I think I'm going to give this to chat a bit. first person to pick one that I notice. I've got to put that in there because I might miss one, and then you'll shout at me. The Tulwith take send their regards. Oh dear. Hopefully it's kind regards. I make sure to leave my door slightly ajar and my back window slightly open so that the fairy procession can move through. Okay. Do I still play Robocraft? I haven't played it in quite some time. USA, apparently. Alright, we're going easy mode. Right, just to cover what we're playing with, we'll have 3 starting rockets. My lord, that's quite a lot. We'll have 8 billion. And yes, I do appreciate that for lots of reasons, not least of which, actual simple financial transactions. Britain, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago, something like that, switched from using long scale to short scale. So, yes, in terms of the number counting, Britain does technically go 1,000 million is a billion. But I romanticize the time not too long, like a century ago, when someone thought, I'm going to be a billionaire one day. They were thinking much bigger. Their dreams were gigantic. They were thinking, I'm going to be a million millionaires. All rolled into one. It's going to be grand. I'm going to own 1 billion cars. Now that, when you think of it being 1 million millions instead of 1,000 millions, is a much bigger aspiration. I've got to appreciate their drive with that, and I kind of romanticize that old time in the before times where people dreamt big and where the world seemed like a far, far larger place, and then all of a sudden people were sensible and it got much, much, much smaller. Alas, it makes me sad. Right, thank you very much, Andy. So we've got USA. We'll have a decent amount of research, regular amount of certain applicants. Our rockets are much bigger though, and periodic additional funding. Not played with that before. It'll be interesting to see. Right. So 8,000 space bucks. Yes, 8,000 Martian dollars, because Martian dollars are that much more valuable than Earth dollars. Pyro, I love how USA has large payloads when our last NASA-made rocket had a pathetic payload capacity and was restricted to LEO. Oh. Right. I think the periodic additional funding is pretty OP. Okay. That's probably why it's considered one of the easy options. Right, okay. As of now, first person to pick gets to pick. Just knock yourselves out. Well, don't literally knock yourselves out. Or if you do, make sure there's a good cushion of massive beam cubes behind you, and in front of you, and to the side, because you're not going to know which way you're going to fall. Futurist, very well, Blaine. You were straight in there. Well played. Well played indeed. So, Futurist. Breakthrough techs are researched 30% faster, and we get autonomous sensors as a starting perk. So, no towers no longer require power maintenance. I'm going to be honest, that's not a particularly good one. I'll be honest, it seems fairly lackluster in terms of abilities.
A generous bestowal.
But it does mean that it's going to bring our difficulty bonus up a bit. So, well played. We're just going to have to hope that the difficulty is going to come from our mystery, and it's going to give us one of the hardest ones, and it'll be somewhere like 110% or something. Ooh, we just had a generous bestowal. Let's crank up the speed. Yes, indeed. Sorry for dragging on there. But okay, let's begin. Now, we've got a ridiculously humongous... Yeah, I can bring... am I bringing all of the things? 2 Stirling generators, a fuel refinery, a drone hub as well. I kind of feel that it may be worth my time to get... Oh, you know what? I can bring an extra moisture evaporator if I really need one. However, what I am going to do is this. I want to be able to very quickly scan the areas, find a nice starting spot. We're filthy rich. We're America. Right, okay. Let us see. We don't need foods. We're not bringing peoples yet.
Looking dapper.
And for that comment, Leafin, Ow. Okay, we'll just have one. Okay, there we go. Leafy Leaf in 1 shall carry our hopes and dreams to the red planet. Let's go. This rocket is doomed. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, the it's I think it's called long scale versus short scale. Though honestly the world is becoming much smaller and much more merged together in just one
Looking
large
dapper.
mixing pot of stuff, and it is becoming significantly less diverse. Now, okay, again, involving chat. Do you want us to go for a predefined landing site? If you do, then we'll have a look through and I'll let people select one based on the name. If not, I'm just going to smash random a couple of times until I see things that I like, which will involve at least one very high threat and possibly all of the other things. Hey, Scryton, thank you very much for the subscription. And Borgen, sorry for missing your subscription earlier. Thank you very much as well. You're vicariously living through me since your computer has died. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Looking dapper.
Thank you very much, Clarissa. And if Mars is red, why are the aliens green? Possibly because the aliens on Mars, let me just throw out some even remotely plausible theory. Well, on Earth, we split up the life between plants and animals, flora and fauna, but there's no reason why you couldn't have something that was kind of half and half, or just something that was much closer to the median between those two broad categories. So maybe the life on Mars, because it's much thinner atmosphere, maybe the conditions slightly different, maybe photosynthesis is the predominant means of energy generation, and the aliens, their skin is actually full of chlorophyll. So that's why they're green. They're plant people. That's the theory that I'm going to go with for now. Oh yeah, that's true. Fungus aren't plants or animals, but broadly speaking, we're not talking scientific definitions here. We're talking extremely broad definitions, and most people would, I would imagine. I mean, it's kind of a broad and very bold comment, but I would imagine most people would broadly speaking say there's flora and there's fauna. I mean, they could have copper-based blood, but they might not have blood at all. But yeah, they could have hemoglobin rather than hemoglobin. That's totally possible. But then their blood would more than likely be blue rather than green, which would give them a more fishy look, honestly, rather than green, as most people think they would. Because if it's copper-based, it doesn't just give you green blood. It generally looks blue instead. There's actually quite a few things on Earth that have hemoglobin as their oxygen transmission medium in their blood. Our blood isn't actually blue. It's really not. It never looks blue. That's a myth popularized by people who know enough to know that it never has the appearance of blue, generally speaking. At least not when we're actually active and our metabolic process is still running. I'm not sure when we're dead, I'll be perfectly honest, but I've handled a lot of dead things in my time. An awful lot of dead things. I've cut many of them open. And I can't say I've ever gutted a bird or rabbit or anything else. No matter how long I've let it bleed out and how long the blood has just been sitting in a bucket, it has never been blue. That is generally a myth. It's a funny myth, and it's kind of almost based in actual science, but it is generally a myth. Thank you very much. Island of Cat. Wow. That must be a very, very interesting land. Meteors equal free polymers. Yeah, I know. That's kind of why I wanted meteors in my Let's Play. Shh! Don't let anyone know. Know my secrets. No, we want more water than that. Ooh. And actually, mean temperature is super low. But it seems that people wanted more just randomness. So randomness we have. Topography is relatively flat. The mean temperature is 1 degree. That is in the negative. And the average altitude is reasonably high, almost 2,000 meters, which means wind would be quite good here. We've got good deposits of metals, concrete, and water. I'm going to have some dust devils, not many though, but lots of meteors. Olympus Mons Summit. I mean, I could, I guess, but... Okay, I'm going to give chat 1 more minute to decide. If we want random, then we're going to be going with this one, because, you know, it seems good. But if you really want me to go for a specific landing site, then speak now. Also, let me see what the space cam would look like. Bump. How bright is it in here? I'd have to put up my green screen, actually. Not sure. Not sure. Maybe. I could show off my funky green screen, though. I could totally show it off. I got I splurged on an Elgato one, so rather than having basically a massive green canvas across a sort of like, oh, what are they called? Pipes and bars and stuff. Anyway, a rig behind me that always was up because it was just a pain in the backside to take down and then carefully fold and roll up the canvas and store it again. I've just got now something that just whoosh, and it goes up. It's awesome. Oh, I wasn't sure about turning the face cam on actually because my beard is super scruffy right now. It's long enough now that I actually generally have 2 braids. At next stream maybe I'll show that off. But yeah, I've generally got 2 braids these days. And I've got like ear cuffs that almost look like it's like metal beads, decorated metal beads, effectively. But I've just got like gold and silver ear cuffs that I thread through it. I'm going full on dwarven. The Aavak face is blinding. Oh no, my lord, so bright. Aavak is in heaven. I am. I'm ascending. Welcome back, Dorite. Right, let me have a look. What do people want? People generally wanted me to go with this one. Let's see. This spot is great. This one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah, okay. We're going with this one then. Whomp, whomp, whomp. Did people want me to turn on to shook? Yeah, you know what? I'll show them. So much easier now. Dunk. There we are. It's that easy. Though I do need to slightly move it a little bit further across by the looks of it. Which side? This side? No, the other side. Yes, almost good enough. Almost. Now the other side again. Damn it, camera. Dunk. There we are. So at this point, I need to turn my main lights off. There we are. That looks a bit better. Nice and simple like. Womp. And now I'm dark. I'm in the shade. Actually, maybe I can keep that as last one. We'll see. Dom. Glorious green. Dark Aavak returns, yeah, exactly. Let me see. I should be able to quickly set that up so that it's not showing the green. Where's chroma key? Yeah, it's kind of there. It's almost right. Actually, if I turn the main lights off, it probably will be. Is that more or less good? I think it's more or less good. Okay, we'll go with that then. Dunk. There we are. That is a million times easier. I was faffing around trying to get into the right place. What I should have done is just adjusted my camera rather than the green screen like a million times. But that is so much easier than it used to be. Oh my lord. Good eyes, thank you. You're welcome. It is magic. So much easier. But now I'm a lot darker, so let me just adjust this bit. That looks a bit better, I think. Okay. I'm content, mostly. Never fully content, I guess. Oh, no! Oh, actually, that's not too bad. You know what? We've got slightly higher threats here now, but we've lost the awesome metals. There we go. That'll do. Right, okay, we're starting. Been a long time. Get a full Dark Aavak playthrough.
Welcome to Mars.
No food, but people food. You can actually do that. I don't want to spoil anything, but you can absolutely do that. You can use people as food in this. It's not quite Dark Aavak levels of using people as food, but you can 100% do it. You can eat the peoples. Right. I see some of Cringer's emotes in there. Fantastic. Is Cringer here? I like the music in this game. It's actually really super chill. Yeah, Silent Green. Yeah. You can absolutely use Silent Green. That's actually what the tech is called. I think it's a breakthrough tech, so it's no guarantee it's going to show up. But, okay. So, Mission Control Log 1. Welcome to Mars. Everyone at Mission Control is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo. Our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet. The drones and rovers. Our goal is to secure a foothold for humanity by building the first Martian dome. This daunting endeavor will allow the brave pioneers, the founders, to settle on Mars and prove that the colony is sustainable. But until then, we have to make sure the colony has enough construction resources, water, oxygen, and power. Very well. Now, ooh, that is a bloody nice location. Well played. Go away. But we want... No, go away. Go away. No more. Womp. Not bad. Womp. It's kind of rubbish. I really want water.
Achieved.
Oh. Thank you. Super needed water. Check this one out. Check that one out. Okay, not too bad. Not bad at all, actually. Got a lot of water here. Not much of anything else, mind you. Got a decent amount of concrete, metals. Got only a small amount of precious metals, but this is something we can work with. This is most definitely something we can work with. We would probably want a dome nearby here so that it can access everything around. Alright. Let's get our work on. Actually, we're going to have this... We're going to land this where we're going to build the dome initially. Because it's central to everything I want to set up. But eventually we're going to be getting rid of this and then replacing it with a dome, I would say. How does Silent Green taste? I imagine it tastes however they want Silent Green to taste, really. Being Silent Green. No, go away. I wish those would go away. As evidenced by the fact I keep saying, go away. In fact, let me go and see. Main menu. Can I... Options. There we are. Keybind. Hints. Hint notifications. No. No. Go away. There we go. Oh. What? Cancel. No idea what was going on there, but sure. Right, we want to get some research on the go. What do we got? Wow, really? Low-G high-rise already? And low-G turbines already? That is actually fairly impressive. I'll be honest with you. Don't need that one yet, though. Given that we're fairly high up, we could get low-G turbines, but we've got 2 Stirling generators right now. So I'm actually going to go for low-G robotics instead. And following that, honestly, I guess I'll get the low-G turbines anyway, just because it's going to be one of the better ones to go for. Right. Let's start offloading everything. Of course, before we do any of that, we need names. We need names for RC Explorer. Who wants it? Hello, Sorted. Sorted euphemism. Fantastic name. Truly the name of champions there. Stonewall wants a name. Yeah, we'll just have regular names. I could try to make something funny with them that has something to do with their jobs, but next up, Martin, and the rover shall be named. That, I mean, as far as I can see, you were the third person to ask, but that is fantastic. Korea 3. What a wonderful name. I approve. It would have actually been better swapping them around. In fact, it would be better enough that I'm going to. It's interesting now for 2 reasons. It's interesting because you were the third person to ask and your name has 3 in it. And you are now the transporter. A transporter named a Korea. That's wonderful. I approve. I can name the drones. I can change. I've only got basic skins. I think you get much more awesome skins if you do some funky stuff like get loads of people watching the game. I think Zangido was telling me something about that. You can unlock special skins for the game. That's actually pretty awesome, by the way. I like that. But you can name the drones. That is bloody amazing. Should I name the drones? Honestly, as fun as it seems, I kind of feel like it would be overkill by a lot. I think it would be a lot overkill. We are going to overlap this because we just don't need to worry about it. There we go. The font peg. I'd like to be a drone. Oh, all right then, font peg. Donk. Alright, we'll go with red. There you go. That's going to be super fiddly for me to rename all the drones and all the people, so that'll be done sparingly. I'm not even going to pretend that I'm just going to do that all the time. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have to catch my attention to get that done. An amazing girl as well. Fine. If you weren't as amazing as you are, then I totally wouldn't have done that. There you go. But I must be honest, this is by far my favorite channel. There are 4 different channels. You can have Surviving Mars, which is the basic music. Can you hear the music, by the way? Because if you can't, I will turn it up, because it is criminal not to be able to hear that. It is amazing. Also, just go ahead. Grab all of the metals. And then unload it in the metal bin. I'll do. The colony's doomed! Yes. Yes, we are. Son name, Dance Aavak. It's a bit quiet. It's okay. I'll turn that up a little bit then. Is the game generally quiet? Can you hear the beep, 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 beep from the little drone? The RC? All of the bloom. All of the time. Actually, I've got a scan in it.
A magnanimous dispensation.
Cool. Took me a few seconds to work out why the random AF was in there, but well played. Not sure how I found you on YouTube. Some weird line with Jeff Major, but I've enjoyed enough of your work to justify this. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jeff Major is actually how I became a Let's Play. I mean, Jeff Major is the reason I knew the Let's Playing was a thing. He was the first Let's Player that I ever knew of. I watched his Liberal Crime Squad Let's Plays with rapt anticipation.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed. Milestone achieved.
Hooray! Scanned an anomaly. Well done us. Low G drive is done. Oh, we could improve transport optimization. Sure, we'll get that one as the next one. Right, what are we going on to next? I would like to get that, actually. Go ahead. Then we'll start unlocking a bunch of things. I've only got 4 drones. I really should have considered bringing more, actually. I can turn so many things down. That's amazing. I had no idea. No idea that you could do that. I feel stupid now. Make me bigger and faster, Aavak. Give me gains. I shall. All of the gains, all of the time. But for now, we need to get concrete manufacture up and running so that we can start building some of these wondrous things. We'll just pop down a Stirling generator. Honestly, this one doesn't matter that it's going to be between a bunch of extractors because Stirling generators are amazing. They just never, ever need maintenance as long as you keep them close. Unless something terrible happens, like, I don't know, a meteor falls on them or something. Right. Concrete extractor, about there we'll do. It's average, so we're not going to pull a lot from this. Well, that's not terrible, I suppose. That'll do right there. Right, we're going to want... Well, concrete is being piled up over there. Actually, given that, concrete will not be piled up over there, since concrete is going to be generated over here.
Research complete.
I would rather
Anomaly
it be
analyzed.
deposited over here as well. And we're going to need somewhere for the waste rock. So I'll pop that down. There we are. Low G turbines has been researched. Fantastic. See, if only we had this one first. Then all of my scanner would have been great. But alas, no. Okay, at this point we're going to start looking into engineering. Right, what are you going to check out next, Stone Wolf? You're going to check out Sector E9. Can I queue these up? Oh, we'll see. No, I can't. That's a bit of a shame. It would have been useful. Oh my god, an Aavak stream. Hi. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? An Aavak stream when I actually have time to watch. Unexpected. Right. There we go. Once that's up and running, we'll be able to get some wind farms up. If we needed to. We don't right now, because this is only using half of the power we're generating. And there's no point in building a battery, because it's just going to want more maintenance. So let's not. For the time being, let us not. You've done all your work. Let's go ahead and help out the hauling. Yeah. Right, now that we've got that going, the next step for us is going to be probably water. I'm going to say let's get the water going. I draw things out quite intentionally in my Let's Play, just so that people get enough time to follow what's going on. Right, we'll hit this one first because, well, actually, you know what? I wonder. See, that's a shame. Can't quite hit both, I don't think. No, I don't think so. Oh, actually, let's just double check. That would count. Okay. That would count. That would count. Would this count? No. Need a little bit further over. No, we're not going to be able to hit both. That is unfortunate, but of the two, then this one is the better option because it's the higher grade. So we'll just pop this right about here. Does seem to work. And we'll hook this up with power cables. Now this is going to start producing water, but we're going to want to immediately, more or less, make a fuel refinery. It's really the only thing we want from the water at the moment is fuel. So if we actually just pop this right here, I wonder. No, let's be a little bit more reasonable. We'll have it over here just alongside this power cable and hook that up. But that would have been an interesting test, if nothing else. I can just have this connect out here. I suppose that would work. That would also work, I believe. No, it won't, actually. And I need this to... Let's get rid of that, then. Just trying to save on resources, really. I think no matter what I do with this, it's... Yeah, it's 1 for 5 long sections, so I may as well build in 5 long sections. So, there we go. There we are. We could build something else just off the top here, possibly even a storage tank. Since we are going to be producing a lot more than we need. I'm happy to have that going, though. Let's get that up and running. Now, this is going to draw 5. This will draw 5. So at this point, we want the second Stirling generator down. And again, there's no reason not to, because they're free, effectively. Well, they're not free. I paid for them. But they're free to build, and they don't require maintenance as long as I don't open them up. So if I place the second one down, I just stave off needing to build a battery for that little bit longer. I had to double check your name there, but that's very, very sweet, Benathraid. You don't need to be that bowled over, though. It's not that uncommon for me to appreciate someone's comment. Sometimes I wonder what it must be like on other channels, because people react with like wonder and amazement whenever I respond to them, and I'm like, but you said something to me. It would be rude not to respond. I'm not rude. There we go. Alright, so we've got water coming in. Currently, we're actually producing at a full whack of 5, which is impressive. I'll be honest. Very impressive. Right, we want to store the fuel being manufactured just down here, I'm going to say. In fact, we'll just pop it in the middle there. I could even go ahead and build a second one. Well, actually, no, I don't have the a second prefab, do I? No, I do not. Very well. Next up, then, we want oxygen generation, and ultimately a dome.
Looking dapper.
So at this point, I just want this to get up to the full whack as fast as possible. We don't need to put this anywhere particular, so I want to put it somewhere where I'm not going to build something else. Obviously within range of my ship. Can I not build it there? There will do.
Sector scanned.
Should be within
Select
range.
a sector to
Another
scan.
one down here as well, please, and thank you. There we are. About there will do. That will help us get a fair bit of extra scanning potential on these tiles around here. And they're free. Once we've built them, they require no power and will never need maintenance. So there's no reason not to. I should have actually built them.
Looking dapper.
I'm going to wait for them to be built before I actually set it up. Mercutio, thank you very much for the subscription.
Complete.
Sorry I have to keep leaning in. Like I said, I don't have eyes like Leafit, and Stonewolf, my glasses aren't good enough. I'm too weak to carry such a weight of awesome glass spectacle technology. It's so close, almost 2 years. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. What is the end goal of the game, Leon? Honestly, I don't know if there's necessarily an end goal in a traditional sense. From what I understand, it's a little bit more open. We do want this, though. In fact, we want that enough to switch those around. That's going to give us a little bit more research potential. I could, of course, outsource a frankly redonkulous amount of research. And I'm going to. We're going to get through these very quickly, so let's go for a little bit of everything as fast as we can. Let's just fill this up with early game techs. Sure, we'll get a little bit of everything going on. Wow. The American setup is kind of OP.
Vehicle battery low.
Which one? Ah, okay. You go and charge up then. Just on there. We should get this one sorted out fairly quickly. I want to deactivate bringing in any selling any precious metals, because I don't necessarily have them yet. Why is this not done? What are you waiting on? Is no one able to reach that? Do you not have any Oh, you don't.
Vehicle battery low.
Who have we got? Matt on. I would like you to reassign to the rocket. Thank you. And drone number 2. I'm not going to call you drone number 2. You deserve a name. We shall name you... Who shall we name you? We shall name you... El Young. There we are. You are also going to be reassigned to the rocket, so that you can get the more distant buildings constructed for.
Looking dapper.
Anomaly analyzed.
Thank you very much, Big Al. 21 months, my lord. Almost 2 years, and I still haven't had to take off my shoes to count the number of live Aavak streams. Wow. That makes me feel sad. That makes me feel very sad. That makes me feel like I need to up my streaming game, frankly. Let's get down there. Come on, womp. Go and charge up.
There's more
techs.
to the barren environs of the red planet than me.
That's very nice. Ah, there we go. Right. Don't want low G high rises. We actually do want to reassign a lot of these. Sure, we'll get that, but then we're immediately going to get this one so that it's faster for us to refuel our rocket. And with that, we'll get a Moxie upgrade. I'm just going to grab one from each of these for now. We'll get this one. Then we will get... Sure, we'll grab that one for now. There we go. But on that note, I need to start looking at where we're going to build the dome. Well, actually, what I really need to do is bring along another rocket. I want more drones. I really, really want more drones. Let's grab a good number of drones. An extra 14 should do. An extra fuel refinery should also do. Do we want anything else? Not right now. Not from there, at the very least. We could grab some extra orbital probes if I wanted. I don't really mind. Let's just fill this up with things that I will use over time. There we are. And we've got so much capacity. Now this one needs a new name as well. Right, who wants the name of the second rocket? This one's just up for grabs. First person to request it gets it. Me was Tiberian.
Dapper.
There you go. launch. And Cyrus CM, hello. Let's pause that for a second. We should have another free drone somewhere. There we are, drone 4. Let's get you renamed. There we go. All of our drones are named. We're about to get more drones too. There we are. Perfect. Not a proper Aavak stream without a bit cup full of cheers. Oh, thank you very much, Kesler. Bugger off, Cthulhu Aavak is our lord.
Research complete.
Oh man, you should see it when I've had my beard in 2 braids for a little bit, and especially if I wash it and I don't take the braids out first. It looks like I've got a bunch of tentacles hanging off my chin. It is very funny. Okay, that one's done. We could get Rover Command. Might not be too bad. We would like to get that one though, I think. Yes. Let's continue on. On that note, I do want to build my drone hub. And we can have a Madrone hub about here, I think. Maybe even... No. There will do. Let's pop it just across from the energy. Hourly production 20, total demand is 15. Well, that's going to get more soon. Right, okay. Now we've got a decent bonus for these areas, which I don't particularly want to scan, honestly, because there's a very low chance that we'll find anything good in them. But that'll do. How's your charge? Not amazing, honestly. We're getting there with the setup there. Building's not working. Oh, insufficient power, really? Why is that? I just had something else move on there, maybe? It's probably that this is charging. Might be. Yeah, it was. That's fantastic. I like it. I like that a lot. Alright, well, given that then, let's have a look at our wind power. Elevation boost. I mean, the elevation boost is pretty much going to be uniform around here. I would like these a little ways off from my other buildings, but the problem is I've got so many extractors nearby. Let's set something up around here then. I love the fact you can do that. That makes me happy. Deeply happy. Nope. Yep. There we go. That'll be sorted.
Research complete.
Advanced Martian engines. Oh, glorious. We'll add that one back in. Try and have one in each category for now, as we move through all of the setups. But that has brought down by about 20 the requirement for fuel for us. You don't remember the last time you've witnessed horny Aavak? Well, perhaps you should watch my Kingdom Come Let's Play. Though that was more horny Henry than horny Aavak, to be fair. Pyro, the cup is my bit cup. It's a system of tipping that Twitch
Sector scan.
has implemented within the platform. So rather than tipping through something like PayPal or Streamlabs tip, links down below if that is something you prefer to do. But with Twitch, you buy bits, or you can, if you're in the right countries, I think in America, you can simply watch ads on Twitch, and that generates bits passively, and then you can tip those to creators you like, and they get money for it. 1 bit is roughly equivalent to 1 cent, from what I understand. Yeah, these buildings again a little bit dusty, just a tad. But that should be filled up fairly soon. Right, we should be producing a decent wallop of energy, honestly. Yeah, we are. Good. Right, you will be ready to leave shortly.
Research complete.
Magnetic filtering is done. That's good. I don't really care for hygroscopic vaporators, but they can be useful. And this would put them up to 1.5 water at all times. But I don't really think it's that useful for me. We're going to go for water reclamation as the next one in that field. 1 sol pretty much right now per tech that we're unlocking, which is actually really, really nice. I don't really need this drone hub to be pinned, so let's unpin that. I'm just going to assume that it's going to be okay. You can pin anything you want, by the way. You can pin literally any building. If you want to know something about it, you can pin it, and that's actually kind of awesome. Right, okay, let's drop this off about here. All I want from here is that the drones filter out. There we go. That'll do. This one will be ready to leave soon. Very soon, actually. With this one landing, I'll be able to set up another refinery, which is going to be useful. Very useful. Though, I kind of wish I'd moved these across a little bit. Even though that would involve more piping, it would put them much further away from the extractors. Bit of a shame, really, that I didn't think of that. What a good consumption. Attention, not producing due to lack of demand. Can produce 4 more if needed. We will. There we go. Army of drones. It's going to take me an age to get to naming all of these, so I'll probably just name them as and when. We'll see. We'll see. It'll probably end up being every time an audio alert draws my attention to a name or something like that. Right, let's get fuel refinery down about here, I think. Just a wee bit away. That being said, since I've already built one over here, there is a precedent for setting up the next one here as well. There is a good reason to do that, in fact. It saved me a fair bit of time. So, sure, okay. Pop that in there. That'll raise our consumption of water up to 2. Honestly, I'd be okay with raising it up even further. These are super useful recharge drone batteries. They cost you a little bit just to run passively, but drones can go there to recharge. But one thing about the recharges is they will automatically clean the dust off any drones that are recharging in them, which is really important, actually. Dust is the main thing that affects you in terms of maintenance requirements. So being able to pull down dust is a big thing. Right, can you go and grab that for me? What else is going on in chat at the moment? Do the water extractors produce dust? Yes, every extractor produces dust. Every single one. If you see plumes of any kind coming up from anything, it's producing dust. This one is producing dust. That one's a bit more of an obvious one, but yes, the water extractors absolutely produce dust. The rockets will produce dust when they take off, because they blast the area. What is our energy grid like right now? Oh, massive. We're doing really well for that, actually. Water.
Research
we've not got a surplus
complete.
because we're pulling back how much we're producing there. Right, we can increase our extractors now, if we so chose. That is crazy. This and the last in my Let's Play, I've been incredibly blessed to get Stirling generator production early. I didn't get that until super late in my test games. That is really, really good. Like, crazy good. Crazy super good. Now, what I would like... We should have more than enough polymers to do this. I would love it if I could upgrade all of my turbines. Additionally, I would love it if I could upgrade all of my extractors too. It's a one-time cost, and you can turn it on or off. That's the reason why I'm doing it. I don't actually want to spend an extra 10 power just to get a little bit of more water when I don't use the water, but you can turn it on or off.
Research complete.
Depending
Anomaly
on
analyzed.
your needs. Right, so extra training, increase research provided by sponsor. That is huge. In fact, that is so huge that we're going to turn everything else off in order to get it first. Then I want the Stirling generator next, probably. Yeah, then drone robotics, then get the low-G high-rise, then this one. There we go. That'll bring all of that in. We're bringing in bucket loads, ridiculous amounts of money right now. Wow, it really is a bit OP, frankly. Really is a bit OP. We can now send that on away, and I think we should. Okay, time for you to launch. Be gone, Leafin' One. Tiberian Kid. Actually, we need to give you a better name. Tiberian Kid 2. There you go. We not found anything new? Oh, that sucks. Go ahead and head back. And I am intentionally just taking things nice and slow right now. Yep. Thanks for 500 million. That is huge. That is ridiculous. We'll go ahead and explore these areas around there as well. Just because they'll be fast for us to do. But it would be worth my while. I'd like you to go and grab some electronics. And we'll pick up some metal too. Womp, 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 womp.
Milestone
4.
achieved.
I want 4. Womp, 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 womp. There we go. Right. Come on then, you. We're going out for a bit of a trip. I would like a scanner around here. Let's get you over there as well. And we want a sensor tower there. Then I want another sensor tower about here.
Word of our community's
that one in.
acclaim spreads.
Oh, thank you very much for the host there. Mordred Viking, sorry. I was reading that in 3 words rather than 2. Welcome, viewers. I'm taking things a bit chilled right now. Oh, actually, it only just occurred to me. A Viking raid. What a fantastic name for the whole raiding thing with Twitch. I'm envious a little bit. I must confess. I don't know if you planned that or not. Probably not. I mean, you probably just had an awesome name because it was an awesome name. But that worked out particularly well for you. Well done. You won't find any undefended coasts here, though. No. No, we've got a fairly active militia. Though, I mean, part of it comes from the fact that the only thing of value here is tea. And the Vikings are more interested in meat. So they mostly just pass us by. Earth Mars Initiative. Fantastic. Okay, well, this almost seems surplus to demand considering we're playing USA, but sure. Okay, we'll grab that one. You go through rivers too. Right, okay. Let's see. Now, are my bots over there? Yes, they are. Perfect. Who have we got over here? You brought 3 bots. Did someone nick? Someone stole it. The thieving dogs. Go back and grab it. I wish they wouldn't. I truly do. I really do wish they would just not. Can I say how much I want? No, I can't. They're so annoying. It's like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing there. Let me just help you by taking all of the stuff back off the transport you just explicitly loaded onto it. Because that seems like the sanest thing to do. I'm helping. How annoying. We've got Cyrus CM, we've got an amazing girl up here, and we've also got Fontpeg up there. 3 of the originals. Where's my transport? There we are. It'll take a little while to get in there, but should be fine. Right, at this point though, we can start looking to drop down a dome. And as I've mentioned, I think the first dome should be around about here, so that it can access the metal deposits when the time comes. Ooh, better stop there because you're going to load up... Oh, balls. Okay, I do kind of want you to unload some of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once more. Unload 1 more. Go on. 1. And now I need 4 metals. Good enough. Run away. Run away before they thieve it off you again. Comes to something when you have to have your transport flee from your pack of thieving bloody drones. Right, let's get this set up. Womp. Now, at this point, honestly, it's going to be easier if we just hook up the water. Well, I suppose it isn't too bad if we do this. That'll do. Still fairly small, but you see how covered in dust these are now because of this extractor? I actually do like that, I'll be honest. I like the mechanic of it. Let's add a few more of those in there. Admittedly, my kind of tea would probably horrify Aavak and turn him darker than coffee. Alright, Pyro. I'm game to find out. What is your preferred type of tea? I'm getting people addicted to hot tea. Fantastic. I mean,
Sector
I'm
scanned.
talking about tea. I'm drinking that gigantic cup of coffee.
Anomaly
at the
found.
moment, so. Is there any way to clean the buildings? Yes, maintenance. Whenever something is maintained, it is cleaned. And that's how you can tell, like, when new buildings are built or when something has been recently maintained, is it's going to be spotless. The other thing that can clean it is you can eventually research certain
complete.
techs, which will help with that. Stirling generator, very nice. Factory amplification. Sure. Okay, we'll grab that one. Now, the thing is, down here, I want this turned off. You don't need the amount of stuff you're pulling in, so let's just shut that down. You're now producing 5. How much are we using?
Milestone
1,
achieved.
2,
We
a
have an
little bit.
oxygen shortage.
Yes, I know. It's because we haven't turned it on. This, I don't mind you producing more. Here's the question, though. I've not actually considered this one before. Do they draw... that doesn't cost us anything more, so I may as well just leave that on. But do they draw more resources from the ground than they would otherwise? Is that increased production, like with a mining facility, does that mean it just mines the stuff that's there faster, or does it become more efficient at mining the things so you squeeze a little bit more resources out than you would otherwise have been able to? Because that's an important question. Right, okay, you can go ahead and launch then if you've got everything ready. Goodbye. Come on. Pop. You're about to get a lot more drones. Like a super great deal of drones. Really? Can I move you? Let's get you a little bit closer. Come on, you guys. Let's get you over there. All of you down there. And you should be able to hook up to this drone command. There we are. Perfect. Right, we need some oxygen then.
Research complete. Anomaly
Fantastic.
analyzed.
Let's have a look. What did we just research? Oh, we researched something here. We could have drone printing if I wanted to. Not a terrible idea, actually. Drone hubs are constructed with 2 additional drones, and the maximum number of drones is increased to 80, which is frankly more than you're ever going to need on one drone hub. I very much doubt you need more than that. What might be worth it, though, is the drone assembler. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Just keeping everything busy at the moment. Right, but we need a Moxie.